5 slots for the Champions League next season. That's the golden ticket handed to the Premier League after Arsenal's clinical takedown of Sporting, leaving United, Liverpool, and Chelsea breathing a collective sigh of relief. But make no mistake, this race is about to get more brutal than ever before, because that 1-0 victory was the final nail in the coffin for Europe's chasing leagues. A 25,013 coefficient average, England is crushing the competition, leaving La Liga at 25,281, the Bundesliga at 19th 714, and Portugal trailing at 18.9. This massive gap guarantees one thing. No matter what happens next, the Premier League reigns supreme with 5 spots in the 2026-2027 elite stage. For the second year in a row, the impossible becomes reality. Remember Newcastle seizing that 5th-place lifeline last season? Well, history is repeating itself, sending shockwaves through the football world, as fans on X call this extra slot a miracle for unstable giants like Chelsea and Liverpool. The door is wide open, but the pressure is suffocating. No one wants to be the one left standing when the party has an extra seat. And this shift is psychological warfare, easing the top 4 burden but intensifying the fight for that final golden ticket. While Arsenal and City occupy a different galaxy in the title race, the remaining 3 spots have become a bloodthirsty battleground. It's a 4-way survival war between Manchester United, Aston Villa, Liverpool, and Chelsea. And even underdogs like Brentford or Everton are starting to smell blood. Manchester United sits in 3rd with 55 points, a fortress that's strong but not unbreakable. Under interim boss Michael Carrick, the Red Devils have found their soul again after the storm, and the data doesn't lie. United holds the keys to their own destiny. 70 points. That's the magic number for safety in the top 5 this season. Carrick's men need 15 more, 5 wins from their final 7 battles, a simple mathematical mission with 0 room for error. It's achievable, especially given their lethal form at Old Trafford. United can even afford to blunder against Chelsea and Liverpool, as long as they dominate the lesser sides, and the fans on Reddit are buzzing, believing Carrick's silent efficiency is the cure for their Champions League fever. 15 points out of 21. The ultimate test for Michael Carrick begins on April 14th against Leeds. It's a must-win to spark the momentum before they march into the Lions' Den at Stamford Bridge and face the storm against Liverpool at home. No European distractions, that's United's secret weapon. While Liverpool and Villa burn out in continental wars, the red side of Manchester has the luxury of recovery. But complacency is a silent killer. 1 point ahead of Villa, 6 points ahead of Liverpool, this lead is thin ice. A shock defeat to Leeds could trigger a domino effect of disaster. And stability is the only word Carrick must engrave in his players' minds. 54 points. Aston Villa is hunting for glory. Unai Emery doesn't just want the Champions League, he's chasing a double obsession, the Europa League trophy and a permanent seat at England's high table. The Spaniard is a master of timing. Resting key stars after the international break is a calculated gamble for the 40-day marathon ahead. He knows that maintaining the rhythm is the only way to survive this gauntlet. Champions League money is survival. With Premier League spending rules tightening their grip, European revenue is the fuel Emery needs to build an empire. If they don't strike now, Villa risks losing their chance to become a true powerhouse. A resume forged in gold. If Emery delivers glory in Istanbul, he enters the Temple of Legends, standing alongside greats like Tony Barton and Ron Saunders. But the path to immortality is paved with pressure. Every remaining match is a final. The gap to United is tiny, but the shadow of Liverpool is growing. Emery must use every ounce of his genius to ensure his Lions don't choke in the final sprint. The golden ticket is within reach, and fitness is the only key. A 4-0 smackdown by Manchester City. The FA Cup quarter-final left scars that won't heal. Erling Haaland's hat-trick and Salah's missed penalty are the symbols of a Liverpool side that is broken, bleeding confidence, and falling apart. 49 points. The Reds are clinging to 5th place, but the Predators, Chelsea and Brentford, are closing in. Manager Arne Slot is trapped in a tactical nightmare, trying to balance a dying Champions League campaign after losing to PSG while the Stars' energy tanks are hitting empty. No room for error. The Premier League schedule is a minefield. Fulham is waiting to strike with their disciplined wall. And then, the ultimate test of fire, the Merseyside derby at the new Hudson Kinson Stadium. 8th place Everton will play at 200% capacity just to ruin their rivals' season. A derby defeat wouldn't just be about points. It would be a mental collapse before the season-defining war against Manchester United on May 5th. a six-point battle in the truest sense. Win at Old Trafford, and the pressure shifts to the top. Lose, and the Champions League dream crumbles. Relying on aging legends like Salah is a double-edged sword. Liverpool needs a revolution from their youth to survive the storm. 48 points. Chelsea is breathing down Liverpool's neck, just 1 point away from the elite. The Champions League door is ajar, but Liam Rosenyor's path is blocked by a blue mountain. Manchester City is waiting in round 32. 11 games without a win against the Citizens. Their last victory is a ghost of the past, the 2021 Champions League final, a memory that feels like a lifetime ago. As one fan put it, "We used to be the terror of the Big Six. Now we're just another victim." The contrast is shocking. In their title-winning years, Chelsea dominated the Big Six. Today, they only bully a struggling Tottenham, while the heavyweights like United and Liverpool have turned the Blues into their punch bag. Rosenyor must break this psychological chain immediately. 2 wins in 16 matches against Manchester United. That is the pathetic reality for Chelsea. The last victory at Old Trafford was in 2013, a relic of a bygone era, and this curse must be lifted on April 19th if they want to survive this race. Arsenal and City are untouchable. That leaves 3 tickets for 4 giants: United, Villa, Liverpool, and Chelsea, in a sprint where the smallest mistake equals extermination. And don't forget the ghosts in the rearview mirror. Brentford and Everton are ready to sabotage everything. Every match day is a war, and these Champions League tickets are burning red hot. The Premier League is about to explode. This club is changing forever, and what happens next will shock you. Click the video on your screen right now to see the next chapter and drop your verdict below. Subscribe to BallPulse for the ultimate coverage.